So now let's talk a bit about ultrasound testing. Which testing technique is best depends on what it is that we're trying to listen to, whether it's contact or structure-borne or whether it's airborne sounds. So that we need to select the correct tool for the job. So you have to be able to choose whether it's going to be a contact measurement and will it require a contact sensor or perhaps a magnet or a needle arrangement. Airborne measurement, we want to use perhaps a parabolic dish, a flexible sensor, or a long-range module, or just a typical scanning module. There's other considerations like sensitivity, validation, and calibration. So it's best practice before you get ready to take a reading is to check the sensitivity of the device to make sure that it's working properly. So at the beginning of a round, when you're going to start collecting data, you should validate that the equipment is working properly. And then when you're done collecting data, do it one more time. That's a good quality assurance check. The functionality should be logged and documented for quality. And calibration is different than a functional test, right? Calibration has to do with making sure that the device is accurate. And that's usually done, a calibration is normally done by the manufacturer. And they'll have standards that they're using to compare the type of sensor device that you're using. So a functional test is not a calibration, but a functional test is great for your quality of your program so that you can demonstrate that, yes, the device was working prior to collecting the data and the device was working properly after collecting the data. There are several manufacturers. The first two shown here in the upper left are SDT. The next two on the top row are Flukes. The two bottom left ones are Sonatech, and the other three on the bottom are all UE devices, ultrasound solutions. How do the transducers work? Well, the transducers convert one form of energy to another. Simply, it's the vibration from the sound that hits the element that creates small vibrations in the sensor material, and that gets generated into an electronic signal. Some of them are reversible, just like a microphone and a speaker are reversible. The sensors convert that mechanical energy into electricity, and they're either done through piezoelectric material or MEMS, micro electromechanical system sensors. And so those are different types of sensors that are used.